Mr. Peter Obi has filed another 51 grounds of appeal at Supreme Court. This man is not giving up. Welcome to the future news. Peter Obi is not giving up. The candidate of the Labour Party presidential election petition court, Peter Obi, has filed 51 grounds of appeal before the Supreme Court to invalidate the election of President Bola Tinubu. Obi, in his appeal, maintained that the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) erred in law and thereby reached a wrong conclusion when it dismissed the petition he lodged to challenge the outcome of the presidential poll that was held on February 25th. Before I go on, I have noticed that some people are saying that Peter Obi is desperate. Same people who are going through a lot. You see why, if anybody should come and beg you for money in this Tinubu's tenure, you should be very, very brutal. Like, you shouldn't even look at the person's side when they are pleading for help, because obviously there are people that have made covenants with poverty, and by so doing they have voted their choice. Allow them to enjoy their choice. It's not bad to vote who you want as the president of Nigeria, but it will be very bad if you are one of those that will be begging in this tenor. Yes, it will be very, very bad if you are one of those that wants to fall into begging in this tenor. It won't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. So when I see comments like that, that Peter Obi is desperate and he wants attention, he's not giving up and all that, and I don't have any other thing to say but to laugh at some people who don't want to use their brains but would rather use their belly to think. Of course, it's funny, right? It's funny when we have people like that. Now, Peter Obi further faulted the Presidential Election Petition Council for dismissing his case on the premise that he did not specify the figures of votes or scores that were allegedly suppressed or inflated in favor of President Tinubu and the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Obi equally accused the Justice Samani-led panel for erring in law when it relied on paragraph 4, subsection 1d, 2 and 54 of the first schedule to the Electoral Act 2022 to strike out paragraphs of his petition. While accusing the lower court of breaching his right to fair hearing, Obi insisted that evidence of his witnesses were wrongly dismissed as incompetent. He told the apex court that the panel unjustly dismissed his allegation that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) uploaded 18,088 blood results on its IREF portal. More so, he alleged that the lower court ignored his allegation that certified true copies of documents that INEC issued to his legal team comprised of 8,123 blood results that contained blank A4 papers, pictures and images of unknown persons purporting same to be true certified copies of polling unit results of the presidential election. The learned justice of the court below erred in law and occasioned a miscarriage of justice when they heard and concluded that he failed to establish the allegation of corrupt practices and overvoting. Obi added, "It is very shameful that an abortion had just been committed in the law of Nigeria, and we have many people who are celebrating." But should we expect anything from the Supreme Court? That is the question. Should we expect anything rather than what we just expected, rather than what we just saw in the tribunal? Is there anything different that we should expect? This is one thing I keep asking. But one thing is very important. You see, there's a throw more light in everything that is happening. The witnesses that P2B brought were homogeneous, they were much. APC brought only one, and INEC could not even bring any. Same Justice Samani came to the court and lied that, in fact, not lied, he dismissed all the witnesses of P2B and approved just one witness. So you are telling us that the 13 witnesses that came from the Labour Party, they don't know what they are doing. This is actually getting out of hand. And you can see that I'm already tired of discussing anything that has to do with Nigeria and the Nigerian people, because it's obvious that the people that you are trying to discuss about will never ever want anything from what you are saying. I can be honest with you. So what I will say again is very just the best thing you can ever hear. You see, anybody who comes to ask you for something this tenor, please quietly ask them one simple question: are they not feeling what you are feeling, or they think your own life is better? That's just it. So if they think that your own life is better, they should configure it and see the needful. And that's the very message. They should configure it and see the very issue. So if they are coming to tell you, ask them, you voted for APC. It's an abomination for you to come and beg for it. So when I see people coming under the comment and be saying that P2B is desperate, P2B wants this thing, P2B is not looking at those people. He's looking at the people like us that wants a better Nigeria. That is what is giving P2B ginger. A man that is already made. P2B is already made. He doesn't need your endorsement. He doesn't need you to come and support him for him to do the right thing. And the right thing will be done. But the question is that, are we expecting anything different from the Supreme Court? It's not possible. I'm not expecting anything. The same way I wasn't expecting anything from the tribunal. I know it's going to fall out like this because the corruption has eaten. I've never seen a country that is so corrupt like Nigeria. I've never seen. Like, we are corrupt in every system, from the big politicians to the small politicians. They will give you the president of your village, and what is coming to your mind is how to steal from them. They give you the leader of your family. What is coming is how to cheat on them, steal from them. So you see, it has eaten deep. There is no sanity anymore. That is why it's very important that the 51 grounds of appeal that is being submitted by P2B should be looked into. Thanks for supporting the Future News. Peace.